Hey guys, Sundown Rider. This is gonna be my chapter review to One Piece 873 in a sweet bind. Now, to be fair, I thought this chapter it started off really slow, and I didn't really like it so much. I mean, it was kind of reiterating things we already knew, but it was filling in other people on the Big Mom crew about things what had happened or which had happened. For instance, Baron Tamago and stuff. He didn't seem to know much about what exactly had gone on. So you have Katakuri and all these guys, Perospero, Oven, or was it Daifuku? I think it was Oven because he had the gloves on, telling him about what had gone on, what had transpired. Then Peckham's makes a return appearance, telling him that Jinbei's crew, the Sun Pirates, had all disappeared. So all that part was a bit. We don't really need you to reiterate this. This is just kind of filling up the pages, so to speak. So I didn't like that part. That part was really slow, and I didn't really enjoy that. But having said that, the rest of the chapter was pretty good, and especially the ending. I was like, woo. And there are actually quite a few things where I don't know how things are going to turn out now. Like there are quite a few variables which could totally screw things up, or just aid the Straw Hats indefinitely. So I don't exactly know how this is going to go down, which is a good thing. I love it when that happens. So let's go through it chronologically as always and see exactly what happened. So first we have, which was actually one of the best parts of the chapter. Well, not one of the best parts of the chapter, which was a good part for this cover story we have, was Bartolomeo and his crew have realized that they've invaded Shanks's territory. Shanks's Jolly Roger is over the is like on a banner on two poles, right to the entrance, around the entrance of the village or the town or the city where they're in. So this is good. This is going to turn out really funny because someone in Luffy's crew, or someone in Luffy's extended crew, his what's it called, his fleet, they've invaded Shanks' territory. Now nothing's gonna happen. Shanks isn't gonna attack Luffy because of that, but it's just funny to see. And who knows, maybe Bartolomeo might be able to meet him because of that. But I doubt Shanks is anywhere near that territory, as he was partying on that desert island where there was that wedding with one of his crewmates or something. So then we go into the actual bulk of the chapter. The Big Mom crew and the people of Whole Cake are recovering after the fallen chateau and everything. Baron Tamago seems to be getting filled in on exactly what just happened, and they don't really know what caused the explosion. They're like, what the hell caused the explosion? We know it was the Tamate Tobacco box, and the Fishman pirates have been Tamago's been told by Peckham's. Peckham's tells more that the Fishman pirates did one. So Peckham seems to have freed himself from his bindings, and he's gone back to the Big Mom Pirates. Now, hopefully, he grows a pair of balls, and he gets a brain, because that guy is continuously going back to the Big Mom Pirates, no matter what they do to him, and eventually they're gonna kick his ass and kill him. So, and he brought in the Straw Hats, so I don't know what he's doing there. He's making a bad move. He needs to get his ass out quick time. So then we get a reiteration of Katakuri's plan from last chapter. Squads have been dispatched to kill the Straw Hats and the Vinsmokes. The ones who are after the Vinsmokes are actually already attacking the Vinsmokes, so they caught up real quick. And the squads who have yet to catch up with the Straw Hats haven't done anything yet. They're just catching up. So actually, there was a good part of the chapter where Katakuri says he wishes to erase Luffy before he becomes a threat to Mama in the future. Now, people would probably take that as he read the future and saw Luffy becoming a threat to the Big Mom, but that's not what he's saying. He's just saying, having seen Luffy, he feels he will become a threat in the future. It's not. He didn't use his Kenbon Shoko no Haki. He didn't use his observation Haki to determine that. He's just saying, I've seen him. I've seen what he can do. If we let him gain more experience and gain more power, he's gonna be a threat to Mama in the future, so we gotta kill him now. Then we have where the chapter starts getting exciting. Smoothie shouts and Big Mom's going ape shit. It's that whole wedding cake or life thing, and we see that Opera in the confusion. He might have stood up to Big Mom and he got KO'd. He's been drained of his life and he's dead. So then they're like, shit, we gotta make a wedding cake. The only way to stop Big Mom when she's in these fits is to give her what she wants, give her the food she wants, and that's the wedding cake. But Streusen is out. The head chef Streusen is out and he can't make cake. He's like he was when he was landing from the cake, falling and everything, when he saved everyone, he messed up his own landing and he's totally knocked out. So Perospero makes a gamble here. Now Perospero made a good decision and it was a ballsy one. He gambles and tells Big Mom, look bitch, the Straw Hats have got the last of the cake, so you go after them and get the cake. That's basically what he says. He's like, we ain't got no cake, they got the cake, go get them. So she says, though, if you're lying, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna kill your ass. So she jumps on Zeus, and just like Kinto and like flying Nimbus in Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball, Big Mom uses Zeus and she flies towards the southwest coast, which is where the Straw Hat Pirates are made port and where they're gonna quick time do one. So then Smoothie, when Big Mom runs away and follows the Straw Hat, Smoothie's like, I want to remake the cake quick time. We gotta find a way to remake the cake. But Perospero realizes the task is too large and it's basically impossible. Streusen is out. They don't have any cooks comparable to Streusen, and also Big Mom never actually tasted the cake, so they don't know like what level to make it at. She's expecting like some next level shit, and they can't really remake that. And also there was something which was mentioned that was really, I'm not sure, it was giving me bad vibes through this chapter, or maybe, well, it was giving me some ominous vibes. They were talking about illusion ingredients, which was a part of the cake. Now, what are these illusion ingredients that they stole from other islands and that they don't have a backup store for? If they don't have a backup store for it on Whole Cake Island, it's just that the illusion ingredients and the fact that they stole it from other islands suggests it's some sort of rare ingredient. So I'm not too sure exactly what it is, but it sounds ominous just from the name, illusion ingredient. I mean, I don't know what it is, but I have a feeling that's going to come up. It's going to be something to do with the underworld, I think, something to do with some sort of drug-based some sort of drug-based ingredient or some sort of drug-based material or food, which is probably something that's affecting Big Mom negatively, but I don't know. It just sounds a little bit ominous. So then Pudding comes back after however many chapters, and she offers to save them all. Now Pudding here is the wild card. Pudding is going to make or break this arc right now. This is all my opinion, and some people probably share it, most people probably share it, but I think I haven't read anybody's opinions yet, so I think Pudding is gonna make or break this arc right now. So she offers to save the Big Mom Pirates. She's like, grant me the help of Chiffon, which is Beige's wife, and she's like, Chiffon happens to be a chiffon cake specialist, hence her name, and the wedding cake was a chocolate chiffon cake, and Pudding is awesome at making desserts and stuff like that. So Pudding's like, grant me the aid of Chiffon, and we'll make a cake. We'll make a beast-ass cake. She's going to threaten Chiffon into making the ingredients, and then she says that there are some backup illusion ingredients in Chocolate Town. The illusion ingredients being the things that were put into the cake. That was unknown to everyone. Now this is where I'm so like suspicious of Pudding. First of all, she says there are backup illusion ingredients in Chocolate Town, whereas nobody else knew that. Nobody else knew that, and there are several people there who are higher ranking than Pudding. So nobody else knew that the illusion ingredients are there. Only the person who is the most suspicious at this moment in time. Also, Chocolate Town is the entrance to their territory, but it's also the Straw Hats' exit. I'm pretty sure that's the way they came around. But the only thing that I think Pudding is gonna do some weird shit, because she can manipulate memories, so she's gonna do something to either make Big Mom forget that that the Straw Hats messed them up, or she's gonna make Big Mom think that she had the cake, or some weird shit like that. But the only thing throwing me off is she says, if Mama gets rid of the Straw Hats, lead her to Chocolate Town and I'll take care of the rest, suggesting she's gonna be waiting around Chocolate Town to feed Big Mom the new cake. But that's relying on the fact that Big Mom's gonna get rid of the Straw Hats to begin with. So I was like, really, that throws me off a bit, because that suggests she's just going to be waiting in Chocolate Town for the Straw Hats to die, and I think she's going to try and save the Straw Hats after everything that's gone down. So I'm not too sure that goes on. But then she says, Sanji insulted me, and this is where I'm like, okay, this has got to be bullshit. She's straight up lying to the Big Mom Pirates, because she knows that Sanji didn't insult her, because she crumbled in like tears of joy when he said that, oh, your eye is beautiful. Now, she might be jelly as shit that Nami got saved by Sanji and he was smiling at her and everything. In that one panel everyone was talking about where she puts her hand to her face and she's like, he saved it. But I was like, Sanji didn't insult her, and she knows that. So she's defo gonna do. She has to do something, I think, to save the Straw Hat Pirates, because she might be crazy, but she's not that crazy, and I think she's gonna do something. And also on the last panel. Or in the last panel where Pudding's talking and everything, and then she's like, she says, then I've got to give Mama some sort of reward. Someone's listening in on what Pudding's saying. Alright, there's an exclamation point and a question mark. So someone's listening in on what she's saying, and I realized all the way through this chapter we don't see Brooke and we don't see Chopper. So maybe, I'm thinking maybe Brooke and Chopper are going to do something. We got Pudding there, Brooke and Chopper. Now Brooke and Chopper, especially Brooke's been the MVP of this arc, and I have a feeling he's not yet done. He's going to do something else, and Chopper, maybe alongside Pudding, can make something. I don't know, maybe they can use these illusion ingredients, or maybe Chopper can use some sort of drugs to help out Big Mom or something, in terms of just put her to sleep or some shit. I don't know, but there's got to be something going on with Brooke, Chopper, and Pudding, because Pudding's not going to just let the Straw Hats die after everything that Sanji did. So then we go to the Straw Hats. They're making a run for it, going through the seducing woods. King Baum is being repaired by his missus, and then they use King Baum again to transport them. And then Ami is pursuing the Straw Hat Pirates. So that was all cool. I was like, yep, make a run for it. Don't even try to stop and fight, just do one. And then suddenly we have Big Mom jumping off her Kinto and jumping off Zeus. And she's just flying in, and she's like, yo, you guys are dead. And the Straw Hats basically look screwed. But like I said, if you look at those panels at the end, where all the Straw Hats are shown and everything like that, even when the Straw Hats are running, with Pedro, Carrot, Nami, Luffy, Jinbei, I think that's all of them that are there, you'll notice that Brooke and Chopper aren't there. So what are they doing? There's got to be something going on. Brooke, Chopper, and Pudding, they're the three main variables here. They're the wild cards, and they're gonna sort shit out. I think they're gonna be the ones that are gonna save the Straw Hats this arc. So let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. This has been a long ass review actually, and actually the reason I reviewed late rather than yesterday was because I was waiting for MangaStream to release their chapter translation, because I prefer MangaStream over any others. I believe they're the best. So if you're wondering, that's the reason why. So like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll see you guys when the next chapters of whatever. Actually, I've got an announcement. I'll make that later, but it's only a small announcement, probably like 30 seconds, but I'll tell you guys later. So I'll see you guys in a bit.